October, Thursday. Yes, Thursday. And this morning, the caption, all right, you can see my pictures. You can see where we're talking about the CPI data. We're talking about gold, and of course, where to do following after this. All right, good morning to you, Richard, too. Good morning to you, Alex. All right, good to see you guys. Now, the CPI data was good. Yes, good. Good as in the point of that it's good for the economy. It's good for the people. And it's good for investors. It's good for traders. Simple as that. Why? Because the number was actually exactly what the market forecasted, 0.3%. It was not any higher, it was not any lower. It's higher than the last month. So it shows that, right, the economy is actually recovering, the price of goods going up, but it's not as high as what everybody expected, okay? So that was a good data. So what happened was you saw the initial sell-off first in the stock market because it's higher than last month. But because it's the point of equilibrium of what the market expected in a way, the market buy into it. So you can see that it's very crazy, but that is how the world works. Okay, I'll explain more in detail shortly during the CPI area. But just to let you know itself, right? This is the type of outcome that you all are happy with, and that is why the stock market actually rebounded, and that's why Nasdaq also rebounded and stuff like that. Okay, so what do we expect for today? First of all, disclaimer as usual, my job is to share stuff with you and your job is to make money of it. And yesterday, a lot of you guys have made money from gold. Wow, congratulations. Some of you made money from the equity market. Congratulations. My point is this, as long as you guys are making money, I'm the most happiest person, okay? You must understand that nothing beats seeing you guys make money, okay? So the joke of the day to begin with is this one here where Joe Biden, all right, look at it, the way he's doing it right now. Now, this is a very good cartoon, all right? A simple cartoon that speaks all, okay? Now, we do know that inflation is basically burning. Now, in case you can't really understand this joke, you must understand that this donkey is not put there for fun because the Democrats itself, right? This is it's trying to basically, it's trying to just basically tell people that the donkeys are the one running the show, okay? All right. And of course, what you can see is that Joe Biden apparently is actually the one, spending a lot of money and flammable. But you must understand that if this is to come in and hit onto the fire, wow, what will happen? It will basically explode, all right? This is how it works, okay? This is a very good cartoon. But you cannot deny it because if not itself, right, the fire itself will also burn it up. So it's like, see, they're just trying to tell you that whichever comes first, which there's two evils here, they just trying to use the better evil and to get things done. And that's what I interpret from this particular cartoon. All right, so of course we know that we saw the data coming out. We have JP Morgan coming out their result. It was good result, but the stock came off. In fact, the stock came off. JP Morgan basically exceeded the profit expectation on $1.5 billion boost from better than expected loan losses. Okay, so the losses was pretty good. The earnings was good. In fact, 3.74. That's very high compared to the $3 today. And the revenue was also better. So all were good, right? All were good. But the thing is this: the stock came down. Okay, the stock initially went up first. Okay, the stock initially went up first, and then after that, eventually closed down, despite the Dow Jones closed positive. So all I can tell you is that this is what I mean by buying on anticipation. You see, you must understand how stock market work. When the market was going down in terms of price, they were telling you that okay, because the earning results will come out soon, so there's some worries and stuff. So the stock was sold down. But you notice that the volume itself, right, is kind of heavy, all right, compared to the previous. And then after that, there's right. Don't know why they start to buy up on their own. You see that? You see this how the boys do this play. So they start to buy up towards the earnings. And of course, when it's about to approach the earnings, right, you notice that the volume actually decreased. So on the way up itself, the volume was pretty high. On the way up itself, right, the volume decreased. Now, this is a very typical thing whereby you know that there could be distribution already. And truth be told, yesterday's market, it went up first. And you can see over here, it went up first. And then what happened? After that, it closed down. That means that the market have decided to sell on strength or on news. So undeniable, most likely we'll see a bit of pullback on this company count soon. All right, we look at the pullback because when the market buy on anticipation and sell on facts, right, usually the pullback will be there. All right, there will be some pullback later this week or next week itself for JP Morgan. That's my personal take. All right, of course, what is crazier was how we interpreted the chart yesterday. All right, these are pretty decent technical analysis. All right, so I mentioned that the S&P will hit the high of 4345 first, and then it will pull back to 4303. And of course, what happened is that the market really did that. The market was resisting at 4345 first initially. Then it came back all the way down, about 4320, in fact, about 4320. And then after that, I told you before, if the market breaks 4345, it will go up towards the MA30. And of course, you can see that the counter really shoot up to 4367. So we gave two sides of the coin yesterday and tell you that if downside is how much here, upside is how much here. So we were pretty correct. But I think the one that made everybody very happy was yesterday when we talked about gold. Remember when we talked about gold? Wow, this one was a big one. All right, everybody. Hold on, let me just hold on. Okay, so yesterday I spent a lot of time. Yesterday the MA was 1.5 hours long because I spent a lot of time to draw this for you. Okay, I draw this. I tell you that okay, using the A and B guideline, the Fibonacci, how to read this, what is the best B. Okay, let me how can see where is okay, this one cannot see also for okay. Where is the B and what to do with B and what to do with A. And then do with C and so forth, right? And I tell you that if the downside is to go down, we will hit 1689. But if the market do recover, it will go back up again and test the MA 200 and stuff like that. Right. So I spent a lot of time over this, and of course, more important thing is that I also reminded you guys on the on this, correct or not? I actually on 12th of October, which is that 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I already tell you, after observing gold for past 3 weeks, as mentioned during the morning MAO, I believe that it's getting ready for a bigger move soon, all right? Especially for all the swings up and down, up and down, up and down. And I said this many times before, for gold itself, whenever there's a lot of swings in the market, that means that gold is about to move, remember? So for those who remember itself, right, okay, can you put a spot on for me, S-P-O-T, all right, spot on. And because of that, I even purposely write a way of, I mean, like literally tell you, okay, if you buy now, at 1762, what is the risk reward ratio? I even calculated for you if you buy, let's say you risk $500, what sort of size you're going to trade is 0.38. And I tell you that there was a margin that's needed. And I even tell you that, right, if it goes up itself, how much can you make? And the profit can be as much as 17,000 US dollars. Oh my God, 17,000 US dollars. That is incredible. And of course, I tell you that if the market goes down instead goes to the CPI data, then you may go down back to 1749 and you lose only $500. So $500 to exchange for a few $1,000 profit, I think is phenomenal, right? And what happened? You can see I even go into detail. I tell you that most likely that gold is a color change, CCRY on a day chart. And I tell you that if you go long, okay, this is the target. First target is 1767. That's the first target. And I tell you the second target is 1777. All right, remember I told you these two targets. I even tell you that if the market can really go crazy enough, you can go to 1794, which is the KCB level, right? 1794. And I told you that the boys are all buyers and there was no blue bars. Everything was mentioned. I even wrote this to the 3G group. Now, 3G group are traders who want to trade gold with us, and basically I will update them whenever there's a color change, CCRY. So I gave them specific figures. 73 of them received the same messages, 73 of them. And I told them specific price to enter, specific target to get out. And I tell them that how much can they enter and what to do and what's the reason for buying, and even indicated that the entry is higher than the previous CCRY, which is a very strong setup for a buy. And all these information were mentioned again to the SNG group itself. And I told them that you can go for full size and what's the target and stuff like that. And of course, most important thing is we really traded it. You see, a lot of trainers and analysts, they can give calls and calls and calls, but we ask them themselves, do you buy, do you sell? They're like, right? But for us itself, right, we not only traded, we also show you where we traded. And of course, these are all live account data and stuff like that. And this is why TWB Academy is so different, because we dare to show. Wrong, we admit. Correct, we must show. Nothing wrong about that. Isn't that correct? So that is the reason why I am very sure some of you have made pretty good money, right? I was very impressed by some of you who made at least a few $100. Some of you even made $1,000 and stuff like that. Wow, that was simply amazing. Let's take a look. So what happened is that this is gold. My goodness, gold blast all the way up. It's gold blast all the way. Now gold, not only that it went through 1767, you can see that on the chart view. All right, it went to 1767, it went even to the high of this 1777, which is here. And the crazy part is this, it actually closed exactly near the 1794 level. Wow, that was amazing. And of course, some of you have taken profit over there, right? Fantastic, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I'm so happy for all of you. And of course, you can see these are the people who actually follow through and made money. We have Brian, we have Judy, we have Eric, we have Chris, we have, this Kai, we have Susan, we have and Susan again. You know, she basically really won big time yesterday. Susan, well done. I think it's 2 separate accounts. And of course, this particular lady who, I mean, she said that she can't, she said, can I don't show my picture? I said, okay, fine. All right, so what I did is I cover her name and she looked at it. Wow, she used $3,000 to make $7,000. Oh my goodness, she doubled her account. Of course, she went for high leverage, but her entry was very beautiful. 1755 was absolutely a brilliant price to buy. And in fact, she sold most of that 1775, 1776 area. Now, if you actually held on a bit more, wow, she make even more money as well. But again, no one knows the future, right? So it doesn't matter. Okay, but I'm very happy for her herself, okay? So guys, this is really, really incredible stuff. And I really thank you guys for really making the effort to actually, you know, make money from the calls. I'm very happy for you, okay? All right, now the thing is this, end of the day is that now, other than gold, we look at Hang Seng training. We're gonna have our Hang Seng training very soon, and we already produced the sign up link, guys. The sign up link is also available on the Telegram. Now you just need to put in your name, surname, and email, and send us your mobile number, and then you get started. The Zoom link will be sent through via email to you, and then on that day itself, which is this coming Sunday, you need to basically come online. Now do note your webcam has to be switched on so that I can see you and can talk to you in a way. All right, now this thing I can tell you this, guys. I cannot guarantee you that how much will you make, but the statistics cannot lie. Now on the 25th August, which is 2 months ago, with a capital of only $3,000, okay, your daily margin needs about $350 at best. That means that even you trade the maximum capacity that we allow you to do it, it's only $350, okay? So about 10% of your capital. Now the daily net earning, if you really follow through, is about $450. And this is not, I can't pluck from the air. These are real statistics that we take out from students who actually backtest for us. Remember, student backtest for us. And of course, we have losses like this, whereby the market keep on flipping us, and that day was because it was a end of the month contract expiration, so that's why we got hit. But now we know that, okay, we remind ourselves not to do that again, so we should be able to omit this thing. Then, of course, we have a single smallest day. I mean, you buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, you lose, you end of the day, you make $12. I think still decent. All right, but the crazy part is this. We have 23 days of 23 winning days in a row. Really, 23 winning days in a row. Oh my goodness. And our shortest streak of losing days only 1 day. All right, not kidding you. Total, I think over the last 26 days, we have only 2 losing days. Really, I'm not kidding you. That's why the Hang Seng Group is so happy. But you look carefully, it's all right. We have our fair share of winning and our fair share of losses. So that doesn't mean that we are all the way wins and all that. We have losses too. We also long, we also short. So this gives you a very strong balance of the whole area. Okay, it's very strong balance. So guys, if you want to register, just go online, Telegram, and then click on the link and get up. Okay, you really don't want to miss this. And you only need 9:15 a.m. to 10:45 a.m. That's only 1.5 hours. That'll be good enough for you. Okay, but do note again, only TWB student can attend the session, and the webcam must be switched on, or else we'll remove you from the workshop. Recording will be done, but it will not be replayed. So there'll be no replay. Yeah, so you must attend it personally. Okay. All right, now this is the time. Okay, guys. So CPI data was 0.2. Now some website put 0.3. That one I will have to explain to you later on, but never mind. Just 0.2 over here first. Okay, so the thing is this, guys. That is a number. So everybody was looking at 0.2 and it came out 0.2. So that was the first thing. The thing is now today we have the initial jobless claim. Now, what is initial jobless claim? Jobless claim measures the number of individuals who filed for unemployment insurance for the first time during the past week. This is the earliest US economic data, but the market impact varies from week to week. All right. So in short, the market now really want a lower number to show that the economy is doing well. But if the number is higher than expected, that means the economy is not doing that well, right? So guys, let's go, guys. Okay. Yes, tonight's jobless claim must be exact figure. The price will be 16.88 ADA coin. Woohoo! Wow, so many. Okay, guys, key in your number right now. Okay, it must be exact. Okay, I'll give you a bit of like reference. Take a look the last few months and you see for yourself what's your figure that you think it will be. It has to be exact. So the one that got exactly the same number, okay, we will award you with 16.88 ADA coin. Yeah, look, fat. Okay. Now, what if let's say got a tie, then it'll be divided by 2, okay, or divided by 3, depending how many got the same number, okay? All right, last 30 seconds countdown for you to make the final guess on this. The result, obviously, later on at this 8:30 p.m., the result will be out, and then we will see whether we can find a winner, okay? All right, come, guys, last 20 seconds. Okay, I see a few 300s now, lower number, not as high. I saw some big number at 388. Wow, Mandy, 368. Wow, Kinghua, 388. Oh my goodness. So high. All for fun of it. Judy, 277. Okay. All right. I'm just skimming through. All right. Wow, so many of you all coming online to do this. Okay, last 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys, no more. Okay, done. Okay, mine is 323. Okay, let's see. Okay lah. Oh, okay lah. Give it to you. Still coming in. Okay, Keen and Henry. Okay lah. I give you all all our good followers. Okay, that's it. No more. After this, no more already. Okay, let us see how it goes, and hopefully someone will walk away with 16.88 ADA coin. Now, I was thinking to myself one thing. Now, ADA coin is about $2, $3 US dollar. Now, I give it to you 16.88. Now, one day, if let's say ADA coin really can become Bitcoin, let's just manifest for a moment. If you become Bitcoin 50,000, wow, that means that I pass it to you almost like how much? Almost like $500,000. That's going to be pretty cool though. All right, okay, all right. For me itself, I still think that ADA coin is a very good buy. I keep on telling you guys, ADA coin is a very good buy. Let me just show you the chart for a moment. Just jump around. But today no Hang Seng, so I get a bit more time to play with this. Okay, you see, ADA, ADA. Okay. Hey, wrong one. Actually correct. Okay. All right. Can you see this? This is the ADA coin itself. You can see, right? You can see that it's really firming around here, but I still want it to come down lower. I mean, with my own personal views, I still want it to come down a bit lower. I think that about $1.72 or $1.75 will be a very good price to buy for ADA coin. Okay, and I think that my view is this for ADA. You look at it carefully over the years. You look at it over the years itself, right? For ADA, you can see that the upside, then it came down, then it go up again, then it came down, right? But each wave itself is getting higher. Can you see that? Yeah, each is getting higher. So if you look at this wave here itself, right, this is about $1 to $3. Can you see that? Yeah, this is like basically from here itself, it's almost like not even there, 25 cents. Then it went up to the high of 250. So it went up by almost 10 times. Then after that, pull back down to about $1. Okay. Then $1 go to $3. So it went up by 2 times, all right? 3 times, right? So if let's say this time around come back to $1.75 example, my personal view is that at least it should go up by at least how many times? At least 2 times, 4 times. All right. So let's say 4 times itself example. That means that we're talking about almost $7.50 level. Okay. 7.50 level. I mean, of course, you can draw higher there. Okay, so that is my personal view. If 2 times, at least itself will be 350. So, but I don't think so. I think $4 750 higher chance. Okay, so anyway, it's a very good investment to me. Is that just buy and you keep, okay, but you must buy and keep lah. Of course, you don't actually go back to 25 cents again to get what 10-time return, all this thing. I don't think it will happen again. But at least you must remember that how Bitcoin also came out from here itself. Okay, Bitcoin was also in cents level before it came up all the way to today, $50,000. Okay, all right. But of course, the Bitcoin has its own limited supply lah, so that's different there. Okay, all right. Let's continue. All right, and of course, okay, this one I did. Okay, sorry, yeah. Okay, and of course, guys, once again, thank you for participating in the Nikkei 270208 level, and then of course, Eric, Janet, Paul Wong, congratulations to your lunch. All right, looks good. All right, okay. So thank you guys for participating. I think today will be the final one, last batch itself, right? So basically, thank you guys for participating in the Nikkei challenge then. Okay, let's look at the Dow Jones. Now, the Dow Jones, we have the initial sell-off first. You can see the Dow Jones initially sell off. Then after that, it bottomed up. I think that was where the funds came in to buy. And of course, relentlessly, the buying keep on coming already. You can see that very clear, the buying keep on coming in. So I said to you, right, why is that so? Why do you think the data was good? Let me read out to you. Okay, hold on. Okay, so S&P 500 snaps 3 days losing streak as investors assess earnings Fed mixed move. Okay, let's take a look what they say. Oops. Hold on. Okay, hey. Hold on. Oh, I've got two over there. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what happened is that, okay, the market focused on the third quarter earnings and also the Fed tapering. So apparently itself, right, the market was down 260 points at the intraday low. And then after that, there were the minute release from the FOMC meetings that shows that the tapering could come in as soon as mid-November. That's not very good, right? But because finally it's off the chest, everybody, oh, okay, confirm already lah, I'm going to have tapering. The only question is this tapering will last how fast? Okay, it means that, right, the thing is this, how fast will the market start to do the taper? And that is what people are now asking. So we have also the consumer price index is very good, right? You can see over here itself. You can see that the data has a little bit of difference from what you saw from investing.com. But anyway, the point is this: the market is kind of okay with this because the inflation is not very high and it's like basically maybe transitory, or maybe that everybody was expecting so high, but it wasn't so high. So it's like, oh, okay, not too bad. So that's why the market says that, you know what, maybe it's not so bad. Maybe the whole thing will go down later. And that's what the market tries to tell itself. And of course, earnings-wise, we have Delta Airlines. They are supposed to have better earnings because of the back to functioning. But because of the fuel prices and all the logistic costs, so likely itself, right, that will definitely pressure the bottom line for fourth quarter. And that's why the share price actually came down by 5.8%. And of course, we also have Apple. Okay, Apple also dipped a bit, even though Nasdaq recovered quite a fair bit yesterday, because now they say that Apple iPhone 13 production may be have a bit of problem because of the chip shortage. As you know, globally, there's this chip shortage itself. So this is what happened. And if you look at the bonds, now the bonds, you can see the bonds came off, right? I share with you the bond price should be able to go up to 1.7%. to even 1.8%, but I say that it will have to come down first because that is the way it works. Now, bond price cannot be like all the way up itself. There will be intermittent pullback. As you can see many times, after a stretch, it will pull back first, but you'll find a base. And each time the base only got higher. So with what I'm seeing right now, right, I kind of believe that another 1 or 2 more days, likely the bond yield will go up again. Yes, indeed. Based on what I'm seeing right now, another 1 or 2 more days, we should see the bond yield trading higher again. All right. And of course, what will happen then? Well, first of all, technology stock yesterday went up because the yield came off. So when the yield came off itself, right, it basically gives an excuse for people to buy into technology shares. And of course, the technology shares have been down for a couple of days, become very cheap, right, in terms of technical aspect. So on the fundamental, it's that a low interest rate could push stock higher, tech stocks higher, because it lifts the value of company futures earning because of the interest rates factor. But of course, more important thing is that if the yields come down, it's all right. It will also give the financial share a little bit run on the money because they also want the interest rate factor to go higher so that it will raise our bottom line. So you see, 2 different sectors have 2 different expectations from the interest rate and the yield itself. So we'll see how it goes up. But my point is this: I still stand it that we should see a bit of 1 or 2 more days downside for the yield. Then after that, about 1.5%, it should be able to bottom up. And I believe that about 1.5% when it bottom up, the next one will be 1.68% to 1.7% already. I am looking at this figure in the coming 2-3 weeks. Okay. All right. So that is the bonds market. So let's just recap what happened to the Dow last night. The Dow basically did a pretty decent job. The Dow opened here, okay, between the 2 pivot point, but the KSI is green in color, right? The KSI is green in color. So the market wouldn't go down much. And if the market go down to KTR -1 to KTR -2, most likely it will rebound, right? It will rebound. And truth be told, look at it, the market initially ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong for the OP. And then the first wave, it moved up first, crossed the opening price, hit the KTR +1. So that was pretty good. Then after that, it began to swivel around here. And the turning point came here when the BNB exists. Okay, the BNB came in, CCYR with a BNB, and it also triggered the pivot 1. Now, I told you many times before, when you see a color change with pivot, on pivot and plus it's a BNB, you must really take focus. So indeed, the market pulled down first initially from the 8:30 CPI data. Then after that, the market recovers very strongly, but again, did another BNB over here. And this time around, confirms the selling and the market flushed all the way down as well. But the thing is this, even if flushed down all the way, it's still between 2 KTR. So after that, you can see the market went sideways, and then when the CCRY kicked in again, the market recovers, all right? But there was no BNB in this case. So throughout here, there's a couple of good trades, and you can see the market consolidated very strongly. And then when the news came out, it went down first, but after the market realized that, hey, actually the data is not so bad, right? The market decided that it's good to just buy up. And don't forget again, tapering still means that the money is still coming into the system. Which means that even I taper for, let's say, now it's 120 billion, I taper 20 billion, example. That means that I'm going to still have to put in $100 billion to save the market first. So that means that the market is still going to move a little bit higher for time being. Whenever it comes down, the market will buy up because there's still ongoing monthly money coming into the system. So you have to understand how this tapering works. Okay. Now, of course, we know that gold really gave us a wonderful, wonderful time yesterday. It was a CCRY on the gold. KSI was green in color. No blue bars actually. Not to show if I okay, never mind. I think I made a mistake there. Okay, then never mind. This is the buy over here, and the market purposely triggered the pivot 2 and go up. And of course, when it go up itself, pivot 1 is the first target, 1777. And of course, if the market cross 1777, the next level it should be going up is the next KCB, the next chocolate bar, which indeed 1794 was beautifully given. So that's why when the market break 1777, I say that for those people who have some position, you can take some profit first, then the rest let it run. Because I suspected that the market will run up because of the chocolate bar. I told you yourself, right? Algorithm is pretty simple. You just have to know where the algorithm is telling the market with the orders to go, and you just have to follow behind. That's why trade with the boys means you follow the boys and trade according to plan. Right? Congratulations again to those who make money in the market. Can I ask how many of you have made money from gold? If you have made money from gold, right, can you key this, made from gold? Okay, can you do this? Do me a favor. If you have made money from gold, can you text made from gold? All right. All right. I want you to or profit from gold so can. So if you want to help me on this, I'll be using this for marketing. All right. Okay, that will be the best thing to do if you can actually type this for me. I will really appreciate that. I mean, the thing is that I said my job really is a very beautiful job, very blessed job. You know why? Because I get to do something that I like. And I like to see when my little thing that I do, you guys benefit, and you guys can actually use this money to be happier and take care of family members, you know, pay for the bills and everything. This is really the best thing that can do for me, and I really, really, really like that feeling. You know that. So I really think that you guys are wonderful people, and I think you guys really, really deserve the money that is given to you. All right. All right, thank you, Bernard. Thank you, Vincent. Thank you, Akiet. Okay, so many of you. All right, thank you so much once again. All right, so let's just go to the local and global news right now. Now, this morning, the numbers went back up. Okay, yesterday I just tell you that don't get too happy, Mr. Ong. All right, so what happened is that, oh dear, the number went back up again to 3184 yesterday. Okay, And of course, this is not very nice because more death is coming in. Now, apparently, it's all right. The people who are now in ICU or require oxygen supplementation is kind of still at a high level. And out of them, it's a very interesting figure. 49.6% are fully vaccinated. 50.4 are unvaccinated or partially vaccinated. Okay, so all right. So all I can say is this, guys, stay safe, stay very safe, keep our distance, right? We really don't want. But because now the Singapore government is trying to open up the economy, so that's why we are still able to accept students to come to office to trade. But same thing again, we will not allow unvaccinated cases. So which means that you must show us that you're fully vaccinated, then we can let you come into the office, okay? This one you have to understand that. All right. Okay, so Singapore just now moments ago just came out this GDP numbers, and the Singapore economy grows 6.5% on year in the third quarter lah. So okay, not too bad. All right, and basically take a look. The MAS is going to basically raise slightly the slope of the currency band right now. Now, usually when they do that, it's all right. It's because they're going to accept some movement in the foreign investment side. So anyway, the point is this: Singapore economy is definitely trying to recover. We also hope that it will recover nicely so that we will be able to go back into our normal life. Okay. Wait, sorry. Okay, some PowerPoint issue. I think I didn't save the last PowerPoints. Okay, am I? Hold on. Okay, I did. Okay. Okay, now my hold on. Okay, now Russia daily COVID death actually kind of dangerous. Apparently, now I know Russia is very far away, but you must understand that Russia has been reasonable. The numbers were going down. The actual numbers, okay, it was like it was going down. Then suddenly yesterday it just shoot up to 28,000. Oh my God, just like that. So let me show you the numbers, okay. So you can see that now the cemetery workers are really working very hard. They have to go and buried the dead, and they also must make sure that they wear on the protective gear because they don't want to be hit by the virus. And you can see numbers. Why am I so like, wow, look at it, this is really crazy. Okay, see, they basically the numbers was going down, and it was like going down at a pretty reasonable level in terms of this death cases. Right after that, it stabilized for a while, then suddenly it just started to move up again, and this is really incredible. All right. So if there's going to be any form of guidance here as well, right, you notice that this is the October period, this is the February period. So October to then itself, right, usually the winter period will bring the numbers higher. So this is not very good sign. And of course, furthermore, if you look at this now, guys, everybody, this is the people who are vaccinated in a bigger country. So China is at 71%, France 67%, 75%, and so forth, right? So you understand America, very surprisingly, it's only 65%. I mean, seriously, Singapore already 78%, in fact, 80%. This is actually not really fully updated, but this came from our world in data. So Singapore itself should be at 81, 82% right now. This updated, not really updated. Okay, anyway, but my point is this, right? There are people, some countries who are not fully vaccinated. There are people who are like, quite of high numbers, but they're still getting the virus. So that's why the virus is here to stay. And of course, you can see that in the numbers are moving. And interestingly, the US side is actually coming down a little bit. UK is there, but Russia is shooting up. All right. So not too sure why this is happening right now, but of course, we just have to be very, very careful. Okay. All right. Important market information for us to take note. Okay, Federal Reserve says that right, they'll gradually taper. They do a tapering process. Now this is the FOMC minutes. So they say that right, it will have to do as soon as mid-November. So it's confirmed mid-November next month they're going to do the tapering already. So the thing is that the only question is how much you're going to taper. That's the main thing that everybody's going to know. But as I mentioned to you, right, more important thing is, all right, there still be money coming in. So now, of course, the market has to speculate that, hey, maybe it's the interest rate hike is most important. Well, of course, after tapering, if there's really a concern, then they will do the interest rate hiking. But my really 2 cents worth is that I don't think that will happen. I think that right after they taper for 4 or 5 times already, the stock market may not do that well. And then they say, hey, maybe we need to come back in again. That is what I feel. And if that really happens, wow, the commodity market is go crazy. So that's the reason why I'm really telling you guys to stick to commodities. That's a better idea. Although I know that the tapering will reduce the dollar supply. So logically speaking, the dollar will go up, right? I understand that. But you must understand that from now till then itself, the dollar will still be pumped in regardless for until the end of the whole tapering. Number two, and because of that, it's right, the equity market may not do that well. And if the fourth quarter earnings result is not fantastic, then what will happen is that there'll be funds moving around. And the funds will go where? I already told you, right? One of them will be Bitcoin, the other one will be gold. And I'm going to tell you this, I would rather put my money in gold than Bitcoin if I'm given a choice. But if I can give myself a chance to split my money, then it'll be like maybe 80% on gold, 20% on Bitcoin. You understand my point? Because it's not that against Bitcoin. I think that Bitcoin is still a buy. But it's just like I want something much more easier to cash out and also easier to focus on. That is my personal view. All right. So Federal Reserve will be on November the 2nd and 3rd, which is 2 weeks from now. And of course, this is very clear. The market going to expect them to say tapering began. And of course, the amount will be the key point. But what is very concerning is that some of the several members, they actually want the tapering to be much faster, much more rapid. Okay. And this is going to be pretty aggressive. If the so-called outspoken guys get what they want in a way that they say that if they really manage to push it through to the rest, then of course the number may be even $30 billion. If the market is $30 billion, the market will freak out. I tell you that. If the market really push forward like 30 billion instead of 15 or 20 billion, the market will freak out. Yeah. So that is how I see it now. Okay. And that's why Mark Cuban says that, right, Ethereum has the most upside as a cryptocurrency investment. Now, do know itself, right? He said that it's better than gold. So I don't really buy it, but okay, he's a billionaire, so I won't fight with him. What I can say is that he also not the first time doing this. He's been quite one of the very vocal person, and he also at the time recommended Dogecoin, and unfortunately we didn't do that well. So you must also see the person portfolio. Okay, then of course Fidelity Investment says that Bitcoin will hit 100,000 in the next couple of years, right? Because everybody was looking at 100,000 by this year, which I told you it was impossible. I don't think it will happen. Okay, I said that maybe 81, 82,000, maybe still a chance. But I mean 100,000, I don't buy that. Okay, so what happened is that, right? Fidelity Investment Director, he says that, right, Bitcoin is primarily now being driven by institutional investors who are long-term investors. Okay, so you can see that, right, they buy and keep. And they feel that, right, those who keep for 3 months itself, right, or lesser is only 14%. So that means that, but basically the pool of Bitcoin traders or investors, only about 14% hold it for a couple of months and then they circulate around. But the remaining are people who keep and hold. And of course, to that itself is a very good upside range. All right. So that's the reason why I also believe that Bitcoin will go up, but I still don't think that you hit 100,000 so soon. Okay, that's my personal take. Now, Santoli has 2 charts to show to you. Let me show you one of them. The first one is S&P 500 over the 50 days, 100 days, and 20-day moving average. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that now the market came back down to the 100-day moving average, as you can see on the screen right now. And he says that, right, the market hit this point, recover, now tested again. And if it recover, this could be the bottom out signal and the market may recover. So that's what I'm trying to explain here. Right, all the market news articles are already in TWB Markets News. I just had to go there and take a look. Then this is the West Texas Spot Crude versus the NDR crowd sentiment poll for crude oil. So you can see that every time when the sentiment are very, very high, usually you just see a very interesting phenomenon. Let me just bring to you now. Whenever the market is at a high level, you do see that the market actually will have a bit of interesting movement. You can see that. Yeah, can you see that? Okay, so you can see pretty clear what I'm trying to explain to you here, right? Since 2002, whenever the optimism go too high, usually the market itself, right, will have a bit of pullback. So I kind of expect that there should be another pullback on crude oil, and then that's the reason why at $81, I told you to take profit and don't buy anymore, wait for a pullback. Now, if the pullback comes in to maybe like say $75 or $76, then it's a very good price to buy. And overall, yesterday market breadth is kind of okay. The New York and the Nasdaq advanced decline is kind of flat between both sides. So like it's just 50-50%. The Vix indicator is interesting. The Vix is actually staying pretty aloof right now. In fact, it's just so calm. Look at it. Now, this is the Vix indicator right now, and it's standing between 18 to 19. Now, I'm going to tell you this, my friends. Okay, today I'm going to emphasize this. Now you look at it, every time when the RSI reading for the Vix come down to about this 54, right, 54, 15 level, right? Now you notice that every time it hits that, the market actually bottom out. Can you see that again? Let me just show to you. Around here itself, the market bottom out. After that itself, the market bottom out. Okay, got my idea? Okay, look. The thing is this, look at it now. This is A, this is B, and this is C. Okay, now of course you realize that, right? Now this is D. You see this is D, and we are here now. Okay, now realize that the numbers here now, D is higher than C. I repeat, D is higher than C. So what does it mean? That means that, right, I kind of believe that the market itself, right, will likely push up soon. Okay, so buying at 18 or 19 is a very good investment, because if it goes up, right, into like say 22 or 24, is already it's already up by 20%. All right, so I think that it's a very good time to buy into VIX. 18, 19 is a very good price to buy into VIX. Now stop loss, if you want to ask me itself, I think it's about 15. All right, yeah, 15, because you see the 16 level is a common base level. So let's say you buy at 8, let's say you buy at 19. The upside itself is 24, the downside is 15. Let's say you want to really ask me in great detail, but of course you don't even for 15 to cut. Anytime you feel uncomfortable, you can't just cut. But I still think that moving into November month or moving toward the mid-October, which is kind of a bit of, if you remember, there's a time where we're a bit more careful, then you need to do this. Okay? So guys, consider buying some VIX, all right? Okay, later on I'll do the update on VIX in the group chat. Yeah, yesterday's was due, but I was pretty swamped by other stuff. Sorry about that. Okay, last but not least, this is the one that I told you I will keep track for you. Now, we were talking about the fear and greed index to go to 11 to 12 to buy. Now, yesterday, the figure returned back to 32. Yesterday, the day before was 31. Today, go back to 32. So it's still pretty far away from 11 to 12. So, of course, my point is this. Very likely, if ever this CNN fear and greed index goes down to 11 to 12, likely VIX will be at 26, 28 already. That you see, then you can take the VIX money to go and buy into the equity market. Isn't that a very good deal? Good trading, right? That is how we actually do our trading. So think about it for a moment and see whether you're interested or not. Okay, all right. Okay, that will be all for the fundamental, pretty fast this point. Let's look at the chart right now, shall we? Okay, so first of all, let's look at China. Now, China is down at the moment. China this morning, opening price is about 161.86. Then after that, it went up, it was a gap down, and it's trading lower this morning. It's below MA 200, but it's above MA 30. So overall, it's still okay. The MLP for today is somewhere around here, which I think the market just hit MLP. All right, for China itself, there's some profit taking in a moment, because you must understand that the Evergrande problem is still ongoing right now in China. So you just have to be very careful on that. Okay, it's always a ticking time bomb. Now, my personal take is this, okay, if China market can recover, I believe that it will go back to 16,370 area, and that will be a pretty good level to take some profit. So if you have been buying yourself, right, around this area, you'll be a good time to take some TP, okay? Take some TP over here. TP means take profit, huh? All right, that is my personal view on China today. Other than that itself, nothing much, okay? Other than that, nothing much, my view, or my personal view. Now, Hong Kong, as you can tell you, Hong Kong itself, right, okay? Hong Kong is closed today. Hong Kong is closed today. There's no movement. Can you see that? There's no movement on the chart. Now, just to gently remind you that because of the market is closed and there was this typhoon number 8, the spread itself opened up because of that reason. Okay, normally Hong Kong spreads about 3 to 4 points only. So tomorrow, when things are back to normal again, I believe the spread will also go back to normal. So no need to worry about that. Okay. Let's look at the Dow Jones right now. Now the Dow Jones, okay, so everybody stand by, okay? Today, my focus will be on Dow Jones. I'll tell you why later. Okay, first of all, today, you can see that what's happening right now. Yesterday, the Dow Jones went down lower. I told you it will go down lower because it broke below the MA 200. Remember, it broke below 200. That's why it went down lower. So that is the first move. But more important thing is this. the MA. The MA 30 is here. Can you see that right now? Yeah. The MA 200. Sorry, I changed color. Okay, the MA 30 is here. The MA 200 is this point here. Let me give you numbers. Okay, the MA 30 is 34,456. Okay, the MA 200 is 34,387, around there. Okay, now because now I have to really draw it physically. When I use the TWB basic, it's all right. It's much faster because it's already straight away drawn for me. But never mind, I will change it once we have finished our TWB basic class on this coming Saturday. Okay, anyway, so what is happening right here, right now, is very clear. Is that now the Dow Jones is trying its best to stay above the MA 30. Now, do note, okay, do note, the last time the market stayed above MA 30, the market did go up a bit higher, but after that, it came back down, okay? First wave. Then after that, the second wave, it went up again, pretty good. Then after that, it came back down. So today, we're going to have a third wave, okay? A third wave down. This is just only that part. Now, look carefully. When it was going up itself, right, the market went above the MA 200. That's why it led to the breaking of the MA 30. Then, of course, the last time itself, it also did that again. It stays above the MA 200 that lead up to MA 30. So today, we're seeing the same thing also again. Okay, so everything seems to be falling in place that they're trying to get it done over here. So now, objectively, it's very clear, is that if the market can stay above 34,456, there is a small possibility where the Dow Jones can go higher. And of course, this is a chocolate bar. You can see it's about 34,747. But I think the MLP for today is more important. The MLP is actually here. So as long as the market stays above MLP and above MA 30 and MA 200, logically, the market should go higher, right? So how high will it go? Well, based on what we're seeing right now, it is possible that it can go all the way to 34,749, which is like, wow, that's about 300 points from here. Well, if you ask me, I will say that based on the chart, looks like it is possible, but I will want to go slow with the long side. Now, I explain to you why later. But my point is this: if you are buying, no problem. Just that you know that the 34,387, which the MA 200 has to stay strong. Okay, this is a very important support that you have to stay strong. Dow is not a flat bottom. It's not. Flat bottom must be the same level. Dow today 34,364.5 opening, low is 363. It's not a flat bottom. Flat bottom must be precisely the same. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Continue. Okay. So with that, the weekly chart, well, interesting. It has recovered a little bit. That is pretty good. So, but it's gonna be still sideways lah. There's no other way out here. It's very slow, very draggy, and really very, very draggy at the moment right now. Okay, let's look at the Dow Jones and TWB chart. Now, this is the reason why I want you to take note. Okay, now the reason, the buying reason first. Okay, the buying reason for today is because the opening price is actually above pivot 1. Yay! Above OP, above pivot 1, KSI green. Come on, man. There's only one thing to do, right? CCRY buy. Okay, there's nothing else to do. Number 2, this is a lower high formation, and yet the market broke it. So it's another good buy reason. Now, only thing is that I don't want you to buy too much because it's still within the cage level. So which means that, right, the upside target, right, I believe it should be around 34675 range. I think that will be the more possible level, 34675 range. Okay, that should be the range now. From current price now to 675 is still pretty good, 200 points. So the upside is about here if I believe I'll take this. But I say again, the bars are still red in color. The bars are still red. So that means that the selling momentum is still ongoing. So buy is fine, but don't expect too much. So I would say that KTR +1 to +2, right, will be a very decent trade already. KTR +1 to +2 will be a very good trade. So you can see right now, this is the Dow. The first one will be 34,493. That will be the KTR +1. and next number is 34,622, and that's KTR plus 2. So I suspect that later on, if there's going to be a CCRY later, yeah, we can buy up again, and this should be able to go higher. And likely this will happen during the European time. This is what I suspect will happen about 3 p.m. Singapore time. Singapore time about 3 p.m. Okay, yeah, Singapore time. Oops. Okay, can okay. All right, Nasdaq. Now the Nasdaq is firming up very nicely. The Nasdaq is also on a flat bottom. The Nasdaq today MLP is here, okay, and the MA30 is here, which is very near to 95%, and MA200 is here. So with the look at this itself, right, it is quite clear that if the Nasdaq is to go up, it should be able to test this point, which is the MA30 level, and that's 14,920 level. So now with the current price at 14,820, we are about 100 points away. Will the Nasdaq go by 100 points? Yeah, I think it will. Why? Because we must understand, first of all, the Nasdaq itself is to have a very, very sensitive reaction with the interest rate factor or the 10-year yield. So if the 10-year yield is down a little bit right now, and of course the CPI data is not that strong, so likely it will benefit the Nasdaq temporarily. I repeat what temporarily. But once the yield start to go back up again, as it helped me earlier, right? After it bottom out at 1.5%, and then it's going to recover again, right? I believe that the Nasdaq will be resisted here already. By the time this happens, right, that is where the resistance on the Nasdaq will likely be there. So what I'm trying to explain to you now is that we can go long today on the Dow Jones, on the Nasdaq, just that you must understand the upside itself is kind of limited. So try to stay within the KTR plus 1 plus 2 level to take profit if you're staying long today. For short sellers itself, right, I don't think today you should short the market, because overall the market seemingly positive on technical ground, and also the fundamental, you just wait for your turn. We've already made good money on the short side recently, so now the market has bottomed out a bit, right? And let's make money on the buy side, okay? That is how we can trade as a good trader. We long and we short, okay? Not every time must short one. We can long and short at the same time, okay? So that is the Dow Jones. I look at the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq now is very clear. Why is it a good buy? You can see that. Okay, first of all, we have a turnaround now, CCRY on the day chart now, and then now the market is trying to break above the pivot one. Now above OP and above pivot one, it's a buy already, right? This one you know, right? The only thing that is downer to you now is the KSI is green, red color. The KSI is red in color, so the upside will be limited to KTR plus 1 to KTR plus 2. Okay, that will be the on the unfortunate part here. And if you look at the Nasdaq today, I cover a bit more on Nasdaq. You can see that the target itself, right, 14,865 is the KTR plus 2. Because already this morning it crossed the KTR plus 1, right? So likely you go to KTR plus 2, 865, and that is a pretty good level. Yeah, pretty good level. So traders can consider to take some profit around there. Yeah? Okay, so that is the Nasdaq. S&P 500. Now, S&P 500 also has the same thing like the Nasdaq. It's above the MLP, and of course, it's above the 95%, so expect to strong level again. It's above the MA200 and also restricted at the MA30. So my personal view is that, right, very simple. I believe that S&P will able to touch the MA30 later, and that's 43.81. I believe that. Now, once it hit there itself, right, I'm kind of thinking this way. The last few times the market broke above it, it did go up by a bit more now. So let's do a bit of guessing game today. Okay, the first one that went up, right? Okay, let's take a look. The first one, when it broke up itself, right, it went up by about 19 points. Okay, 19 points. The first one was 19 points. That's quite a bit. Okay. Then after that, the next one, it broke up right here to here. It's about 22 points. Wow, 22 points. Okay, 22 points. You got an idea now? Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the breakout point to the high. The breakout of the high here is about 14 points. Right, 14. This is 14. So from the breakout point to the highest point, how much is that on average? This is also 16 points, 17. Okay, so what we can see is that if, let's say, if only, if let's say the market breaks the MA 43 81 level. All right, based on what we're seeing now, the lowest number is 14, the highest 22. So a bit of amalgamation in between is about maybe 18. So if the market really breaks past 43.81, we may see 18, and that's 43.99. Yeah, if it goes up by 18 points, then we might see 43.99. And 43.99, let me just show you the lines. I believe there's some number there. Okay, 43.99, 43.99. Yep, 43.99. Yep, somewhere here. Wow, okay, pretty, cannot be what? Error. Ah, yeah. Sorry, 43.99. Yeah. Here we go. 43.99. Okay, so which means that if let's say that the market really breaks up here, the market may come to this point here, and that's 43.99 here. Yeah, because I'm blocked by my lamp. Cannot see clearly. Apology. Okay, 43.99. Okay, so that is the level that I think the S&P likely will go if it goes through it. But if not itself, right, I think 43.81 is a very good price for you to take some profit already. Okay, all right. So you can see that I actually run around. I don't really cover one market particularly. I think that whichever market give me a better feel, I'll explain more to you in details, and you go and make your own final decision to buy and sell. Okay, that's more important. Now the S&P day chart today also another pretty positive way of moving. It's above it's a CCRY also, and the KSI is green in color. So above OP is a buy. Okay, based on day chart, and it should be resisted at 43.77, which actually really happened this morning. Look at it. The day high is 43.77.5, and the pivot point is 43.77.5. Perfect. Oh my goodness. Perfect to the T level. This is why I really am very impressed with my system. Look at it. The high of the day today is the same level that our pivot is. Incredible, right? And then after that, it came back down, as if that the market understands 43.77.5 is a magical level. But you look at it, 43.77 level, this is not. If you look at the day chart, everybody, let's take a look at the day chart. 43.775 is not a technical point. You see that it's not a technical point. You know, technical point means that it's like a high like this or the low like this. It's called technical point. But 43.775 is nowhere near a technical point, and yet the market knows that it exists. And this is not the first time we have seen this already. Oh my goodness. Yeah, not the first time. And yes, correct, Min Hui, you are now a flat bottom and flat top specialist. The opening price for today, S&P, is 43.60.8, and the low itself is the same, 43.60.8. That means that today is a buying day. So if later on in the S&P can break 43.77.5, right, I believe that it will go much higher a bit. So that's the reason why today the Dow Jones itself, right, I just mentioned again, because of the Dow Jones above OP and above pivot 1, right, and plus S&P behave like that, right, I just believe oh dear. Okay, can you hear me? Yeah, there's some. Yeah, Facebook hang. Yeah, Facebook just hang. Can you hear me now? Okay, all right. Hang for a moment. Okay, maybe that's why I review the secret of MLP. Okay, MLP is just taking the opening price and the closing price divided by 2, and such a simple thing itself can dictate a market low and high. Oh my goodness. So you can see the market hit MLP and then it actually recovers. Oh my God. Okay, incredible, right? Yeah, wait, something wrong with it. Let me just get my. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so that's why something went wrong. Yeah, look at MLP. This is the MLP of the DAX market. And once it hit the MLP, it stabilized there. And then after that, shoot up. Okay, that's the reason why I can do the $1,000 $1,000 challenge, because I will teach you guys how to use a basic set to understand how to really make money from the market. And it's really very simple, guys. You just have to believe in it. That's all. Yeah, a lot of it is just believe in it. Big boys worry about accuracy. Well, I honestly, yesterday when I was having my dinner, my friends were around me all buying gold as well, right? They were very, very happy and they were very impressed. And they're telling me, how can you know that? What makes you think that the gold will go up and stuff like that? I said that it's just my charts. All right, it's nothing, it's not about, not that I have any connection, it cannot be, right? Stock market, you can say that you have some connection with some big boys, but gold is an international commodity. There's no way I have any inside news about gold. So the only thing that I can tell you I have insight is that I have the charts in front of me. So that is the key point, all right? So DAX itself today, I suspect today DAX will go higher. It should be able to go to the MA30 today. And that's why I suspect later at 3 p.m., there should be some upside movement on the equity market around 3 p.m. level. Yeah, 3 p.m. Take note of that. 3 p.m. Okay, I already tell you already. 3 p.m. Okay. All right. So that is the DAX market. So I covered all the one now. The Nikkei. Nikkei is up back again. Well, Nikkei MLP is here today above MLP. Now Nikkei today opens up immediately, recovers, and it should be going higher. But Nikkei, as I say, there's some resistance at the MA 200 and MA 30, but it's kind of far away, so I can't give you a verdict here. But nonetheless, itself, right? Okay, Nikkei at the moment now is doing a sideways movement, but still on the positive side now for Nikkei. Okay, so that is the Nikkei for us. This for now, let's look at the S&P, sorry, the Nikkei chart. This is the Nikkei day chart. Now Nikkei today got no pivot, right? No pivot. Wow, no pivot. Now Nikkei recently got a few days of no pivots. So no pivot, you just have to follow this. No pivot day is the best trading day. I tell you that. No pivot day, just follow the OP. Above OP, just buy. Below OP, just sell. As simple as that. We just have to believe it as all. The point is this that I keep on mentioning to people is that you just have to believe in it. I cannot make you believe in something that you can. There's no way to explain science. But you look at it. Above OP, just buy. Oh my goodness. It's that simple, guys. I mean, I have no idea what is the Japanese market. I don't have no friends in Japan except for a couple. All right, which I don't count them for some time already. But my point is this: isn't that amazing? You just have to wake up in the morning. Oh, no people. Okay, well, OP just buy. That's all. And that's a one simple liner that you can rely on it. And I've been saying this on MAO so many times already, right? So how many times have you heard me saying this? No pivot. Just stick with OP. Above OP buy, below OP sell. Simple as that. Of course, with color change, huh? All right. How many times have you heard me saying this? Versus it was wrong. That means how many times you remember I said this and versus I was wrong? How many times? Correct versus wrong. Can you give me a percentage of this as well, or on figure or ratio? All right. Well, I'll take some water. Many times, Brian, 1,000 times, 100 times. And correct, right? And it really happens. That's the point. It really happens. That's why I tell you guys, we're really sitting on a big, giant treasure mountain. As long as you believe that it's there, you just have to do the open sesame, go in, take your money. As simple as that. Yeah, too many times and like a broken recorder, right? Amazing. That's all. Amazing. All right. So we have Nikkei done. We have now going to go to gold. Okay. So everybody, yes, ready? Stand by. Huh? Do we? Wow, 100% accuracy. Really or not? Okay. Okay. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go for the gold. Okay. Now this is the long-term gold that chart that I showed to you already, right? Okay. So status quo, but do take note of something here. Okay. So now what we have here, we have the, okay, color must change. We are now at a very important crossing. We are at a very important crossing because you can see the last few times when gold basically stays above the MA 200, it goes higher a bit. But after that, when it come down, right, the selling is not little. When the market came down, when it broke below, the selling is quite drastic. Okay, got idea? Okay. So now, kindly, everybody, please take note what I'm going to say next, the next 2 minutes. Now, based on the MA 200 charts, it shows that whenever when the market breaks the MA 200, gold will go up by a bit more, okay? Most of the time. So how much more? Everybody, please take note. How much more, everybody? I can make it bigger now. This is very important for those who are holders of gold. Please take note, okay? Please take note. Okay. Now, everybody, listen. Let's go. Okay. Now, the first time when gold broke up at this junction here, it went up by about $21. Okay, $21. So it went up by $21. Okay. All right. Then after that, this time around, it went up again by $22. Interesting, huh? I repeat that, guys, I have no preparation on this. Whatever I'm sharing with you now is just flowing in from the back of my head. And then I'm now sharing things that is definitely, not doesn't come from me directly, okay? And here itself is about $29, okay? $29. Now, this could be like experience thought. That's why I'm seeing this. But, I did not prepare this. It's just that now I see the chart and then the numbers are just flowing in. The chart pattern is telling me, it seems like someone is talking to me in a way, but don't freak out, okay? I'm just telling you that my personal view, okay? All right. So, by right, now today, the MA 200, the 200 MA 200 level is somewhere around here, and there's a 1792, okay? 1792. So 1792 is the MA 200. Okay. Then if you took the average of about $21 to $22, so that means that gold theoretically will go up by at least $20, and that's 1812 level around there, right? 1812 level. That's at about $20. Okay. Now this is part one. Part two, we should use a different color. You have see yourself, right? You can see that when it goes above the MA 200, okay, there'll always be a form of resistance whereby it will go up first and then it will pull back down, the first wave. Okay, the first wave will pull back first after it touches. You notice that? Okay, that means, everybody, I'm not half surprised to see a pullback on gold now. Then after that, go back up again. So it's actually like that. So which means that for gold traders itself, right, if you are holding gold position, okay, let me explain this to you, right? You can consider to take partial profit at gold right now at about 1789 or 90 level. Take some partial profit first, okay? Take some partial profit first, okay? And then after that, wait for it to come down a bit more. And after that, when you recover back again, right, you can buy back gold again at about 1792 level, and then buy it towards 1812. You understand where I'm coming from? Yeah, do you get my point? Clear? Do you know what I'm trying to say over here, everybody? Yeah. Okay, so you can consider doing this because gold itself is going to do that. Is gold a reverse in? It's going to be is it an inverse this head and shoulder formation? Well, I cannot say no to you, my friend. Okay, Liu. It does look like that itself. If let's say it's stabilized, it can really do a reverse head and shoulder. This is the head, and this is a shoulder. This is a shoulder. But you must understand all these are head and shoulder formation, right? Honestly, it's all right. It's created by human being, okay. All right. So I mean, although there's a form of head and shoulder exists in the world, but the question is actually look carefully. Is this a downtrend and then break up, and that is where you have your so-called head and shoulder. But again, I wouldn't want to say of anybody. I'm just saying that yes, indeed, I suspected this will happen, which means that if let's say the market do come down a bit. Then after that, we can now take some profit first, SWL position, and then after that, recover back again. We can go for next round at 1792. So 1792 become a pivotal point. You got that point now? Yeah? Okay, got it? Correct, Eric, you got it right. Yeah, Liu, okay, understand. So everybody, you understand what I'm trying to say now for gold? You can consider to take some profit off the table first, okay? Don't put SWL because SWL now, then you put it where? 19781, unless you put it far away, like 1770, then okay. But if you do that itself, you're going to waste a lot of your money, earn money for one day movement. So I rather you take some partial profit first, okay? Maybe like 60% partial profit. Then you put SWL at about near entry. Then you prepare your capital. If the market goes back up to 1792 and it firms above it, then you buy towards 1812. You got my point. Got it? So everybody, if you understand what I'm trying to say, please key the word gold 1812. Right, can you do that, everybody? If you understand what I just say in this pattern here, can you key the word gold 1812? Now 1812 is just basically taking $20. I'm just being more cautious, okay? I mean, on the mode side itself, 21, 22, and 29, the mode is about 22 in between, medium, so 24, 25 level. Yeah, so somewhere around there. If 25 level, we should see about 1817 or 1818, but I think 1812, pretty good already. Pretty good. Okay, good. Okay, I see a lot of you all keying 1812. So you all know what to do, okay? So wait for a while, okay? Yesterday we made good money already, right? Don't throw back the money back to the market, okay? Give the market time to digest, relax a little bit. I'm sure gold will go higher. I repeat, I'm pretty sure gold will go higher again. I'm pretty sure of that, but don't force it first, okay? A pullback today is kind of expected, okay? Yeah. Okay, so with that, it's all right, a bit of long sharing on gold, but you know, many of you are gold traders here. I want to share this with you. So for gold now, the opening price today is here, and we have a bit of resistance at 1794, a KCB level. The KSI is green in color, long green, no blue bar, so it's very positive, right? So wait, take profit first, okay? Then after that, when it finds itself stabilized, maybe you go back down to 1785, then it hit a pivot 2, and then it rebound, right? You can buy back here again. Isn't that a good idea? So you buy back a cheaper price and buy up again. Hey, still holding a position, right? So consider doing that lah. So for me, it's later on, if gold price come to 1785 and they do a bottom out there, I will definitely be looking for buy, okay? So 1785 will be the level that we all be looking at, okay? So make sure that when you hit that level, all eyes on the screen, look out for calls, look out for Susan, and see whether can she give us some good calls, okay? At 1785. Hey, Susan, by the way, are you still resting at home today? Because today office closed, yeah. So likely she's not around. Yeah. Okay, I don't see her anywhere now. So likely she's too tired. Like yesterday, watched the market under credit, I think. Okay, now this is silver. Now silver blast up yesterday. Woohoo! See? I told you silver can buy at $22.40, right? I told you you can buy silver. And I say silver will go up. And wow, look at it. The doji was so beautiful. The market broke the MA30. Wow. So that, again, silver spot on, right? Yay. So silver spot on. If you're trading silver and you think that I did a pretty good call on silver, can you put the word silver spot on? Okay, all right. Now for silver itself, right, I suspect that the support will come in near very soon at $22.87 because that is the 38.2%. Once it stabilizes here itself, I believe that the next round will be here already. That's why I say gold can buy later at a cheaper price. Then after that, buy together with silver. Yeah. Silver itself is a pretty decent buy for silver. If you want to buy some silver, I think you can try. Yeah. You can buy some silver. Okay. Thank you, Anthony, Chinqui, Fred. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So that is silver. All right, then done. Then we look at crude oil. Now, crude oil, you see that? Crude oil, 2 doji in a row. Pretty cool. Now, 2 doji in a row means big movement is coming in. I don't know which way will it go. Now, let me put this way to you. If you choose up wave, then likely the Dow Jones also go up because the Dow Jones and the crude oil is kind of related in a way. When the crude oil goes up, right, the Dow also go up because all the crude oil companies will do very well. But if the crude oil really goes down, I believe that the support will be at $75, $76. I'll make it easy for you. $76. I believe that is a support for crude oil. Okay, but my view is this crude oil still will go to $82 to $83 within the next few weeks. This one I cannot deny this. But I want to say this again. Crude oil most of the time in November, December, there'll be a pullback. Interesting. No matter how the winter period, right? Very interesting the chart. November, December, there'll be a pullback. Then after January, February, March, it will go up a lot. So if history will tell itself, right, maybe we will see 82, 83 first, then there'll be a pullback. Then after that, we go up again. That will be the thing. To do the homework, you will see my point already. Maybe tomorrow I can cover this a bit more crude oil if time permits. Yeah. Okay, so today's crude oil, very nice. It's still within the 2 pivot. KSI is still green. So upside potential is still 80.64. Downside support 78.71. I suspect if it comes down, it may support and then go up again. This is my personal take on crude oil. So to me, commodity is a very clear cut already. There's only one way here, it's only up and up and up. Of course, there'll be down already went up quite a fair bit, right? Wait for a pullback and then you buy again from the bottom. Okay, done. Bitcoin. All right. Now, first of all, Ethereum. Wow, Ethereum this morning, I think because of Mark Cuban, he's been positive, and that's why he said that Ethereum is a better buy, and immediately Ethereum has its reaction. KSI boys are buying, no blue bars, very positive. Okay, but I still think that we should see some resistance on this Ethereum. I still cannot see a buy other than technical buy, but today is an inverted pivot. Inverted pivot means that, right, if the market crossed the pivot to 35.64, it will go higher. And now it's happening because inverted pivot means the impact is actually double. So if the market stays above the pivot 2, it will go up. Yeah, it will go up. Right now it's happening. Unless it later break below. I don't think so because with the Mark Cuban so positive, people like to follow, all these boys and stuff like that. So Bitcoin, Ethereum will go higher. Now, of course, Ethereum is higher. I cannot deny this. Bitcoin should be trading higher, right? Wow, Bitcoin is 58,000 already. Woohoo! Well, too bad. I already say 56,000 will be a resistance, and it didn't. It really became resistant, as you can see. It was resistant here as well. But after that, today it broke because again, same thing. The boys are still buying, and there's no blue bars. And with some of the Fidelity. This calling for buy on Bitcoin. So again, these are things like that. When the boys are calling for buy and it broke the technical point, 57,500, right? You can see immediately up by 1,000 already. Yeah, it's up by $1,000 already. So will it be going and test a 60,000 KCB? Well, it is all possible because now if everybody calling for buy and there's no other where the money will be going, right? There's a good chance that the market could be going towards 60,000 for Bitcoin. But still, I wouldn't, and other than intraday trading, I really don't encourage you to go and, buy Bitcoin. And then intraday trading, like now, you buy is fine. Like now, you go in, right? Just now, if you take a look, a quick one. Just make the chart faster. Okay, you can see that just now, right? If you look at the Bitcoin, okay, when it came down just now, OP is here. Then after it break OP, break pivot 1, right? This is a classic buy. So above OP, above pivot 1, CCRY, and the color change happened on the pivot. Very good call. You buy. That is fine. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that one you can do it. Intraday buy like that can. And the range getting bigger again, right? Because now the market is bullish, so the intraday range got bigger. And when you get bigger, it's all right to trade on the long side. It's fun. Okay. All right. Understand that? Okay. That will be all for today. Yay. Okay. So today, I will say for a summary, go slow on gold today. Take some profit on gold. US equity market, look at about 3 p.m. We do expect a bit of uprush by the European side. So I believe that the US equity will also move up at the time. Then after that, it's right. Short sellers for the equity market, I would say that wait for a while, let it go a bit higher. Then from the top right, look at it because the market overall is still on the inflation side. Okay. Then for the crude oil, about $76 is still my personal take. And for cryptocurrency now, for Bitcoin now at 58,000, just go slow lah. Upside is about 60,000. All right, based on the chart. Okay. That will be all for today. Have a great day. This is Kel signing off. Bye bye.